Join me as I dive into the science and possibilities of whether dinosaurs could actually roam the Earth again in 2025. In this video, we will explore the intriguing possibility of dinosaurs returning to our planet by 2025, examining the science behind de-extinction and the implications it could have. The central challenge lies in whether current technology and genetic engineering can truly resurrect species that went extinct millions of years ago. Bringing back dinosaurs would require not only a deep understanding of their biology and genetics, but also the ability to replicate the exact conditions in which they lived. For instance, dinosaurs evolved in a vastly different environment, with different oxygen levels, temperatures, and ecosystems than we have today. The question is, can we really recreate that environment, or at least mimic it closely enough to sustain dinosaurs? This raises another critical issue. Even if we could bring back dinosaurs, would we be doing them justice by placing them in a world that's vastly different from the one they originally inhabited? Moreover, we'd need to consider the massive amount of resources required to support such an endeavor. From building suitable habitats to providing food and care for the animals, the logistics of maintaining a dinosaur population would be staggering. Let's not forget that we're talking about creatures that can weigh several tons and reach lengths of over 30 feet. It's not like we're dealing with your average household pets here. The infrastructure and technology needed to support such massive animals would require a monumental effort and investment. Furthermore, there's the ethical dimension to consider. Would bringing back dinosaurs be a responsible thing to do, given the potential risks to both humans and the environment? We've seen how invasive species can wreak havoc on ecosystems, and dinosaurs would be no exception. They would be an alien presence in our modern world, and we'd need to carefully consider the potential consequences of introducing them into the wild. This raises important questions about our responsibilities as stewards of the planet, and whether playing God with nature is a wise idea. Additionally, there's the problem of dinosaur DNA itself. We've yet to discover a well-preserved sample of dinosaur DNA that would allow us to fully reconstruct their genetic code. While we've made strides in genetic engineering, we're still far from being able to recreate the complex genetic makeup of an entire species. This is where paleogenomics comes in, the study of ancient DNA and its application to de-extinction efforts. However, even with these advancements, we're still faced with the challenge of reconstructing an entire species from fragmented DNA samples. Advances in genetic science, such as CRISPR, have made it possible to edit genes with unprecedented precision. This technology has already led to breakthroughs in treating genetic diseases and could potentially be used to recreate dinosaur DNA. However, this raises a plethora of ethical concerns. For instance, we'd need to consider the potential risks of genetic mutations, unintended consequences, and the possibility of creating an unstable or even dangerous organism. Paleogenomics might make it possible to recreate dinosaur DNA, but we'd need to be extremely cautious about how we apply this technology. Moreover, even if we could recreate dinosaur DNA, we'd still need a suitable surrogate to carry the embryo to term. This would require a species that's evolutionarily close to dinosaurs, such as modern birds or reptiles, to act as a host. However, this raises further questions about the surrogate's welfare and the potential risks to its own health. We'd need to consider the long-term consequences of using a surrogate species and ensure that we're not putting them in harm's way. Recreating dinosaur DNA is only half the battle. We'd also need to consider how these creatures would thrive in modern ecosystems. This is where de-extinction research comes in, the study of how to reduce extinct species into the wild. Let's assume we could bring back a species like the woolly mammoth or the passenger pigeon. How would we ensure their survival in a world that's vastly different from the one they originally inhabited? This would require a deep understanding of ecology, conservation, and wildlife management. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario where we've successfully brought back a species of dinosaur, such as the velociraptor or the triceratops. How would we integrate them into modern ecosystems? We'd need to create massive reserves or sanctuaries that mimic their natural habitats, complete with suitable food sources, climate conditions, and social structures. This would be a monumental task, requiring international cooperation, vast resources, and cutting-edge technology. However, even if we could overcome these challenges, we'd still need to consider the potential risks to human safety. Dinosaurs were wild animals, capable of inflicting serious harm or even death. We'd need to implement strict safety protocols and containment strategies to ensure that both humans and dinosaurs coexist peacefully. This raises important questions about our relationship with nature and whether we're prepared to share our planet with such formidable creatures. In conclusion, while the idea of bringing back dinosaurs is fascinating, it's essential to summarize the key points about the feasibility of this endeavor, the current state of scientific research, and the potential impact on our world. As we continue to explore the possibilities of de-extinction, we must remain grounded in reality and acknowledge the immense challenges that lie ahead. If you found this topic fascinating, be sure to check out our other videos on prehistoric creatures and subscribe for more intriguing science content.